What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant. Now let's start the show with a message, okay? Nelk, release the pod. Release the pod, Nelk! It's time for war, Nelk!
Let's go!
Okay?
Mad at me for not giving him liquor.
What do you think love is, Bobby?
This is what addiction does.
Is that why you stayed in that relationship so long?
Dude.
Bro.
The Flagrant podcast is a podcast hosted by comedian Andrew Schultz and his friends. They talk about pretty much anything from current events, the latest drama, sports, and their everyday lives. They've had many guests on, but also do podcasts with just themselves. The podcasts get put on his YouTube channel, which has over 1 million subscribers. Schultz is a comedian, so he likes to be edgy with his material. He has a lot of controversial opinions, which is what makes his podcast so popular and funny. A problem he's run into on YouTube, along with many other people, is a censorship from YouTube. If YouTube finds your content to be offensive, they demonetize it, which means the creator can't make money. They could also give you strikes for certain content, and if you get enough strikes, they can just ban your channel.
But all of a sudden, if you want success, you're going to have to start curating your comedy based on those rules. You get to dictate what the rules are for comedy. And then we're in the same fucking situation as we were when Comedy Central was putting out fucking nonsense for years.
Right.
So it's like, that's too much control, man. Like,
This created a problem for Flagrant and many other podcasts alike. Schultz decided to move to Patreon and create Flagrant 2. Patreon is a monetization platform that allows creators to run subscription services that gives the audience exclusive access. This allowed Schultz to create unfiltered podcasts for the members. You could pay a small fee and get exclusive access to bonus episodes and merch. Schultz was able to make podcasts freely and generate an income from the subscriptions. The work Andrew Schultz is doing on Patreon can be considered relational labor. Relational labor is simultaneously authentic and commercial. Although creators must appeal to fans' demands for intimacy, their ultimate goal is to obtain financial support. Flagrant 2 has 3 levels of subscriptions. The highest member not only gets bonus episodes, but they get to be named as a producer and can suggest topics for episodes. This makes the relationship more intimate because they can feel like they're a part of Schultz's team, like they're his friend. While this creates a more intimate relationship, the ultimate goal for Flagrant 2 is to get more money. That's why it's the highest price membership. This shows the relational labor for Flagrant 2. Andrew Schultz isn't the only comedian with a podcast on Patreon. Tim Dillon and Shane Gillis have one too. They all continue posting on their YouTube channels, but Patreon allows them to speak freely and deliver uncensored content. This is really important for both the creator and the fan. The fans prefer a raw episode instead of it being censored, and the creators like to feel as if they can say what they want without worrying about getting banned. The digital patronage system enhances the creator's work. They can make any content they like without worrying about the guidelines of YouTube. It puts less stress on the creator because they won't have to worry about their career and getting demonetized. It also builds a more intimate relationship with the fans because they are paying for exclusive access. Since they are paying, they already invested more interest, and now they can be an exclusive member that gets early access to things, bonus episodes, and even a say in the content of the episode. Not to mention the income they generate. Flagrant 2 has almost 20,000 members generating $92,000 a month, and the Tim Dillon Show has 34,000 members generating $180,000 a month. These are crazy numbers to be doing each month. No wonder why these podcasters moved to Patreon. There can be some downsides to Patreon that we might not see though. With these memberships comes more responsibility from the creators. The fans are paying, so they expect episodes uploaded every week. The memberships say that they get a second episode each week, which means these creators have to put out at least 2 a week. The creators also have to listen to what the members suggest for topics and include it in the episodes. This kind of work every single week can get tiring. There's no breaks for the creators because of the expectations from the members. I think it's worth it though, especially if you're making like $100,000 a month. Flagrant 2 is a good example of relational labor and how a digital patronage system like Patreon can benefit both the fan and the creator. This platform is great for people like Andrew Schultz who don't like how YouTube can take down certain videos due to what they deem offensive. He was frustrated with that, so he created Flagrant 2 on Patreon, which is very successful. He can finally say what he wants while generating an income, which is why other creators are doing the same thing.